ago. If you look at Shannon Sharpe's background, right, you can see the Boost Mobile advertisement right there. You see that? You see the Boost Mobile advertisement? Matter of fact, let me blow it up a little bit further for you guys. You see it right there. It's the Boost Mobile advertisement right below the nightcap. So, first of all, Shannon Sharpe got a completely different background. I'm sure he switches backgrounds on a regular basis, right? But then I look up in the upper right-hand corner and I only see the Shannon Sharpe logo.
Oh. Yeah. They pulled their sponsor. I mean, these type of things always happen, bro. Especially when you got a case going on. Reminisce all the time that we had. I be running, I'm running that bad. She be talking you. What's good, YouTube, man? What's going on, NCL Family? I hope you had a productive day today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what just happened. Act like just cut this out. I'm joking, man. Yo, family, y'all can see my ups and downs. But listen, man, we bought I haven't even reacted. Y'all already can see the title and thumbnail, bro. It's my first time reacting to this. Yeah, I heard, gossip here and there, Twitter here and there, but I don't really know the gist of it. I should have brought this video to you guys earlier. You know the whole situation, but I had a little technical difficulties with the whole setup and things. But we're back. And I'm gonna continue where it's at. Okay? Thank you guys for watching, man. Let's get into it. Roll to 1,000. NCL Family, we're going up. We not stopping. Let's get straight into the video, man. No cap.
The internet is a place that doesn't really forget. And if you're famous and you're important, people will always save your clips. And it will come back to bite you, especially if you're wrong. And boy, is this not the case for Shannon Sharpe. Initially, Shannon Sharpe took a dig at black women one night on Nightcap.
It's the older women trying to shame older men into picking them. Because see, that's the competition. Older women ain't the competition with older women. It's them young ones.
Right.
It's them young ones that's coming.
Yes,
that'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm independent. I pay my bills. I pay the cost to be the boss. You the boss by yourself.
Boy, did this clip age very badly, because we all know what happened next. Gabriella Zuniga came through with a $50 million lawsuit with Tony Busby, and Shannon Sharpe was out there trying to get his pro-black card on, talking about, they trying to bring down the black man, family. I was just trying to get some vanilla cheeks, family. Pray for me, family. It's not right.
But I actually haven't even watched the whole interview. If you guys want me to watch the whole interview, let me know, man. I'll watch it with you guys.
Of course, it wasn't just that. Michelle Evans had said the same thing about Shannon Sharpe even just a few years ago. And her lawsuit brought up similar charges. But despite his alleged abuse against his ex-girlfriend, Michelle Evans, Shannon Sharpe was able to flourish. His Club Shay Shay and the Nightcap Show was able to garner a lot of money in sponsorship, especially from DraftKings and Boost Mobile. For those of you who watch these shows, you will see that sponsors are on both of these podcasts. And trust me, to be in front of an audience like Shannon Sharpe, it pays a lot. Now let me kind of explain how YouTube placements or ad sponsorships work. Sometimes you don't even have to mention the sponsor's name, like Boost Mobile in this case. As long as it is there, it's okay. DraftKings would be a little bit different because DraftKings and Barstool Sports are both kind of like betting companies or sports companies that pay a lot of money to sports podcasts. But some podcasters make money with just placement in the background. And this is the deal that Shannon Sharpe had with Boost Mobile in particular. But our good buddy Anton Daniels did some really good investigative journalism on Shannon Sharpe. And what he found was remarkable.
Remember, this is from 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. If you look at Shannon Sharpe's background, right, you can see the Boost Mobile advertisement right there. You see that? You see the Boost Mobile advertisement? Matter of fact, let me blow it up a little bit further for you guys. You see it right there. It's the Boost Mobile advertisement right below the nightcap.
What you about to say? No more? Ain't gonna be there no more? Ain't no way.
Also on top of that, Ocho Cinco, usually, if he's not in a hotel room, I just pulled up a real quick video. If he's not in a hotel room, he has nightcap and he has a Boost Mobile sign that's almost the exact same under the nightcap, right? And then you also, if you look up in the upper right-hand corner, you see the DraftKings logo. Of course, you're going to see the Shannon Sharpe logo, the whole glasses with the hair. And so that is a staple. That is something that we're used to seeing.
But wait, there's more.
Similar.
Thunder sweep the Grizzlies.
So, first of all, Shannon Sharpe got a completely different background. I'm sure he switches backgrounds on a regular basis, right? But then I look up in the upper right-hand corner and I only see the Shannon Sharpe logo.
Oh. Yeah. They pulled their sponsor. I mean, these type of things always happen, bro. Especially when you got a case going on.
So DraftKings is on that other side of the fence now, right? Let me also go into, and this is what I actually was initially watching. If you look at Chad Ochocinco's background, he now has the Boost Mobile logo covered up with the jersey.
So this ultimately became the case. You see, a few weeks ago, there was Boost Mobile and there were DraftKings. And then, as recently as a few days ago, those sponsorships were not there. And Chad Ochocinco put a Kajana Carter jersey, a former bingo, over the Boost Mobile sponsorship to cover it up, because Boost Mobile must have called and said, Hey Shannon, man, look, man, you over there with the white girls and stuff, doing all kind of booty clapping, you putting your thing in the Duke Shook, and you ain't wearing no condom, and you over there taking the cheeks from white girls, man. We can't be associated with you! Now again, I want to preface this because I know there's some black men out there who honestly believe that Shannon Sharpe is being set up, and this is another way that white supremacists want to take a black man down. And that could be definitely true. I definitely understand that.
Yeah, I think it could be true. I truly think it could be. I don't, bro. The thing about these things, bro, you'll never know, bro. But I do believe that. I feel like Shannon Sharpe is innocent. But that's just my perspective. I could be wrong. I'm not in the situation. I don't know him personally, so you never know.
This happens, and black men are often victims of such plots. I'm here to tell you that I'm on your side. However, Shannon Sharpe has shown a certain chagrin toward quote-unquote black women, older black women, in favor of younger white women. And that is the psyche that I want to deal with, because Shannon Sharpe thought that he was going to be safe, okay? And that is why he took that shot in the earlier clip that I played, because the older black women that be hating, they don't want to listen no way. But these younger white...
Producers, this plugin helps you finish...
Does it now? Does the plugin already? Oh.
Listen, and see, that's why somebody like me over Uncle Shay Shannon, that's why I want to go head on and deal with them. But the reality is that you sound like a clown. You see, there are so many black men out there who are doing well financially in whatever sector that they're in, and you feel like, well, what applies to others won't apply to you because you feel like you're special. You need to also remember all of the greats. Muhammad Ali lost the fight. Michael Jordan missed shots. Kobe Bryant lost championships. And none of you guys are those individuals, and they have lost. So if the greats of the world can lose, then certainly Shannon must be able to lose too. He is no different than O.J. Simpson. He is no different than Bill Cosby or any other black man like Tiger Woods who has suffered the fate from quote unquote the white keep it hype. All right, this is what you brothers need to realize. The moment you believe that the grass is greener on the other side because it's you, and then you're overconfident and you don't check your behavior, then what you got to understand is you are going to be in big trouble. I'm from the black church, and there was this kind of an idea with older black people. Like, they already knew enough about God that they were going to go to heaven, until Reverend C.O. Franklin, the father of Aretha Franklin, rebutted that kind of mentality, and he wanted to tell folks that you're always susceptible to the devil, okay? You're always, no matter how much you think you are a Christian or how good you are, you're always vulnerable to making a mistake, especially if you get too overconfident. And this is what has happened to Shannon Sharpe. He got so overconfident that not only did he put his own financial situation in jeopardy, his career with ESPN and other outlets is also in jeopardy. And now we're seeing evidence of that because Boost Mobile and DraftKings, and stop the show. DraftKings pays a lot of money, by the way. I don't know how much it is, but it has to be in millions. They're done. And not only that, future sponsors cannot get involved with Shannon Sharpe, and I'm going to tell you why. Because these sponsors are white-owned companies, and they cannot associate themselves with any man who has those sexual rape allegations as a business. They will be called out and lose credibility. So then that will also be done. But I want to give a shout out to Stephen A. Smith. I know some of the folks may not like him, but I want you to hear his take on this situation.
There's certain behaviors and proclivities that you never have to worry about me engaging in. But most importantly than that, I often say this about Walt Disney. I'd rather work for a place with standards than one looking for them. You know why? Because lines are drawn. And I never have to worry about crossing them because guess what? I've got something there reminding me, hold on. You don't need to do that. It's not a silo. I'm not by myself. I don't get to operate in any way that I want without having to worry about ramifications or repercussions. I always have to be concerned about that. So I'm challenged every day to come on the airwaves and think about the ramifications and repercussions of anything that I do. Constantly.
Stephen A. Smith says something very profound here. He says, listen, I work for ESPN. I cannot be caught up in debauchery. And the moment I start to even think about it, I understand who I work for, who I represent. And that enough alone will have me not even deal with that situation. One of the hard things about being rich and successful is that you're not able to do whatever you want to do. It may seem like you are, but no, you're not. I don't care how much money you have. You still got to answer to somebody. And in this case, Shannon Sharpe had to answer to ESPN, DraftKings, Boost Mobile, and his behavior, whether it is good or bad in your eyes, it is such that people say, we don't want to deal with him. And this is what y'all don't understand. Just because you are owner of a business, it does not give you the right to behave in any kind of way. Your conduct is going to have to be good. Even here on YouTube, there are YouTubers who get caught doing certain things, like EDP445. What he got caught doing was trying to meet with the underage girl. His channel had no community guideline strikes. Because he was a YouTuber and associated with this platform, his platform was terminated because he was out there in a sting trying to meet up with underage young women, okay? And that behavior alone got him deleted from the platform. He didn't do anything on YouTube per se, but that behavior got him disassociated from YouTube. And this is what will happen if you're a person like Shannon Sharpe. If you're not doing the right thing, brands will disassociate themselves from you. All right? Now, you'll still have your show. You'll still have Club Shay Shay. You'll still have the Nightcap. But people are going to disassociate with you because they can't touch you. They can't make money with you. They can't be associated with that sort of filth. And that alone should make you think about, you know what, let me go and meet up with these OnlyFans models and send them these dirty messages talking about I want to choke them. Let me go over here and just put it in there, you know what, without wearing a condom so I can go down. Let me go ahead and just be over here booty clapping with the BDSMs with people I don't know. It'll make you move differently because you know that any situation that you get into because of that is going to lead to a big risk in which you can lose everything. Everything. Did you understand what I said? Everything. So you got to be smart. And if you don't, you also will fumble the bag like Shannon Sharpe.
Stupid.
So good.
I just want to see that. My bad, guy. I just want to see that part again.
This game, you're not ready.
Further for you guys, you see it right there. It's the Boost Mobile advertisement right below the Nightcap. Also on top of that, Ocho Cinco, usually, if he's not in a hotel room, I just pulled up a real quick video. If he's not in a hotel room, he has nightcap and he has a Boost Mobile. Used to see a completely different background. I'm sure he switches backgrounds on a regular basis, right? But then I look up in the upper right-hand corner and I only see the Shannon Sharpe logo.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. They actually, bro, that's the thing about these. You gotta be careful, bro. Gotta be careful. You're gonna lose a lot of deals with these cases against you. Even though it's an allegation, they not taking risks. These deals are not taking risks, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. Road to 1,000 subscribers, man. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below.